Hey, what's up, talented teachers? Welcome to Creative Ideas for Teaching English. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing, sharing, and liking the video so that you give us a kind of support. As usual, I try to find or I choose the most important topics to talk about. And today we're going to speak about how to get an effective teaching during this COVID or this coronavirus period, of course. Most teachers are frustrated or worried and confused. They keep asking themselves questions and they get worries about what's coming. How are they going to start this new school year? Things are getting different. At first glance, it seems that that's normal to put a mask and teach learners, but it's impossible, in fact, to do that, to have an effective teaching. After all, learners need to see the teacher's mouth and his facial expressions. To fully grasp the meaning, they need to recognize his satisfaction, disappointment, confusion, and delight, in addition to a million other nonverbals. Soon, with God's will, we will be back teaching, yet there are many things that are not the same as before. First of all, as you all know, teachers will be using masks, and we think that it's something simple, yet it has got many impacts on teaching. The second thing is that teachers did not finish last year's programs. You know that many lessons were not dealt with because we left school earlier last year's programs, which is very important, that it has got a negative impact on teaching, especially for subjects that are cyclic. They need previous year's lessons in order to get to the newer ones. In addition to that, kids quit learning for about 7 months, which is a long period of time, and they spent most of that time at home. They are not ready for learning. They are full of negative energy. And many of these kids lost one or more of their relatives during this pandemic, so they are psychologically depressed. As teachers, we expect problems, we expect bad results, we expect difficulties in dealing with learners and at the same time presenting lessons using these masks. As teachers, we should not panic. We should look to the full half of the cup. We have to look to the sunny side of everything. We have to be positive. We have to be back to school, but we have to face all these difficulties and try to figure out some solutions to facilitate the task for us as teachers and for learners as well. We don't have to panic and keep complaining. It does not do anything for us. We have to be strong and think logically because it's impossible to stay at home for another year. We have 3 things that we have to figure out some answers to: how to deal with our learners, how to present lessons and cope with the program, and how to overcome the mask's negative impact on our teaching. When we come to how to deal with learners, we have to be wise, patient, with icy nerves. As we said earlier, learners spent about 7 months inside the house, most of them. They are full of negative energy. They need a place where they get rid of this energy, this negative energy, so the school will be the right place for them. We have to absorb this negative energy and turn it into a positive one. We don't need to have, let's say, a conflict between teacher and learner, because here we are creating a kind of a bad atmosphere inside the classroom so that the other learners won't be able to learn. So we have to be wise. We have to embrace learners and try to listen to them, try to be close to them so that we can help them and create our calm atmosphere, our family atmosphere inside the classroom. When we come to lessons and how to start them, teachers have to start lessons at a very low pace, and at the same time, they have to coordinate with each other to know how to deal with last year's uncompleted lessons. We need to work together as a team with other teachers, of course. We have to work together in order to know what to deal with and what to omit. We have to learn how to start lessons. We have to work step by step. Don't think about the program and say to yourself that I have to finish the program. No. The most important thing is that you get your learners understand what you are giving to them. If you keep rushing, you will do nothing. You will lose everything. So you have to do your mission, and your mission is each lesson you give to your learners must be understood. Next, we need to overcome the problem of the mask, because we all know that facial expressions and mouth movements are very important in teaching. As you all know, we have to think of positive ideas to overcome this problem. First of all, talking less. The teacher should not talk too much. Teachers' talking time must be less than learners' talking time, and this is the CBA approach, competency-based approach. We need to give learners time to talk and to practice English, because they are the center of the teaching-learning process. Also, we can rely on ICTs. We can use videos, we can use audios, also we can use flashcards. In addition to that, we can use modeling. I can mention relying on learners' independency, that you have to trust your learners. You say that you trust them, they are able to learn on their own. You can give them a kind of freedom to learn, to search, to give you information. The more they give you, the more they learn. Thank you so much for passing by. This is the end of our video. I tried to give you just some headlines, and if you have any other let's say topics that you want me to speak about, just mention them in the comments down below. See you in another video.